I gotta wait until I think I want to do it like that. Let me see if I could.
When you come in, hit that like button. And like my page. Hit that like button and like my page. I have a little time this evening. Tonight's performance and short stories brought to you by Tequila and Marijuana. Be sure to click that like button. Tonight's performance is brought to you by Tequila and Marijuana. We would like to thank our partners at Tequila and Marijuana. I'd like to thank them for supporting us tonight.
Oh, I love that. Ooh. Downward dog. Crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Namaste. Namaste. So I'm going to wait to see if people come on, give it a few seconds. Because when I start talking, I want to be able to just keep going, you know. I just have a few thoughts, and I want to be really thoughtful about what I say. Because, first of all, you know, one of my new subscribers, Queen, sent me a video of Arman roasting Tasha K, and I'm just like at this place where I'm just leave Tasha K alone. Leave Tasha K alone. Leave Tasha K alone. And stop being funny. But yeah, I'm just like in this space of leave Tasha K alone. Leave Tasha K alone. But it's like I was really leave Tasha K alone. Leave Tasha K alone. Mm-mm. 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 All my life I had to fight. I had to fight with my uncles. I had to fight with my daddy. I had to fight with my... All my life I had to fight. And touch me on my inside parts. Don't touch me. Touch me on my inside parts. Touch me on my inside parts. You told Hoppo to beat me. You told I kill him dead before I let him beat me. Damn, damn, damn. It ain't the men in my life. It's the life in my men. Hiya, big boy. Ooh-wee. Okay. I'm okay now. I'm okay now. I was having a moment. But I was watching the video with Armand Wiggins reading Tasha K, and I was triggered by it. And so I needed to let off some energy because I don't want to talk bad about him. Even though he was talking extremely bad about Tasha K, but it was a lot of negative energy given to me from watching the video. I couldn't watch the whole thing, and I would really just appreciate it if y'all would not send me, you know, if you would not send me videos that are gonna trigger me. Like I don't want to see messy videos. I don't want to see people reading without balance. I don't want to see people reading without being completely truthful because Tasha K is a lot of things, but to say that Tasha K is not talented, Tasha K is not ugly, and Tasha K is talented. Tasha K is hilarious. Now, is she messy? Do she get involved in a whole bunch of mess? Is she do she have biases against certain people that look at is Tasha K fucked up? I mean, who is not fucked up this day and age? Who amongst us is not fucked up? And when we be reading each other at this point, it's like, who are we trying to impress? Are we trying to impress massa? Are we reading? Are we reading so that people who are non-black, people who are outside of the community, people who are outside of our ethnic background can sit up and watch and cackle as we tear each other down? Because if I just want us to just give a balanced reading, not necessarily a one-sided reading, but a balanced reading. Amen. Woman, like if you're gonna talk about somebody, talk about them and say positive things about them and negative things about them. Don't just heap on a whole bunch of negative energy because then when something because then we it's a harvest for everything that we put out into the universe. So if we put out a whole bunch of negative energy into the universe, then guess what? We have to reap that harvest. So even if you're telling the truth, try to balance it. You know what I'm saying? Make some lemonade. Put a little sugar. Stop just giving out lemon water. A lot of y'all love sweet tea and y'all love lemonade. Y'all don't a lot of y'all that be giving out this bitter, all these bitter liquids. I know for a fact, I'm not finna call names. I'm not gonna call names, but I could. But I'm not. I know y'all don't drink tea without sugar or honey. Tea is bitter without sugar or honey. And a lot of y'all like to dull out tea without, now don't mind you is healthier without the honey. But a lot of y'all like to delve out, the tea without the sugar. And y'all like to give out the lemonade without the sugar. Like y'all just be around here serving bitter liquids. And don't get me wrong, I fuck with it. Cause I drink tea without honey. I drink coffee without sugar. I live that shit though. I live it. I drink bitter drinks. I don't need sugar. I don't need honey. I like honey on some things, but I really honestly fuck with bitter liquids. But a lot of people be passing out bitter liquids, and that's not really who you are. That's not who you are. And if somebody was to give you all that bitterness back, you'll crumble. You'll fold like a lawn chill. You'll fold like a lawn chill. Because you want things to be sweet. You want things to be soft. You want things to be, you want that sugar. You want that honey. You want that syrup. You want it, and but you passing out bitterness. Like you pass constantly, you gotta harvest that. Like it be funny, you get likes, people be laughing, but you still gotta deal with the karmatic debt that you created from just serving bitterness. Even if you getting somebody together, you still have to deal with the karmatic debt. Where's the grace? Where's the grace for your op? Because when you extend grace to your op, you're extending grace to yourself. Some of us think that we're doing something, we serving them because we're being graceless to our ops. But guess what? If you don't have no grace for your op, how can you expect somebody to have grace for you when you caught slipping? When you down bad? When you not quite where you think you should be or where you want to be? Like if you don't have grace, you can't expect grace. And a lot of us need grace. I need grace. I would be lost without grace. So, a lot of people, they ain't got grace, and then you wonder why when you don't get grace. Oh, I'm glad you here. I needed you. I'm glad you here. You already got it. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, good. You already got it. I don't have to do it every time you come on. That's good. Yeah, like that's just the tea. Like when I was watching a video, like I was triggered. I was triggered by that video. And it wasn't like he gave her credit and said that she does good with the child molestation work. Like when he talked about, how she covers the child molestation. And he may have had a point. She may be really relentless with talking about infidelity and child molestation. Like the reason why she may be relentless with those things is because those things may hit home. There may be some truth to a lot of the things that he was saying. This is no tea, no shade. The read that he gave Al, and I'm not being messy, I'm just saying what my opinion is. And my opinion may not mean nothing to a bunch of people. But I thought that read, it sounded robotic. It was like it just fell flat to me. Like he said a lot. It was awkward. Like that's what the read was. Like when he read Al, that was just awkward. That was awkward. A lot of people say I don't think that the show ended over that read. I do think that it made the situation more stressful. And I wouldn't be surprised if that just added to it, or maybe that was just like, okay, we're at an impasse. We can't move forward after this. Like it was definitely that energy, but the read was awkward for me. And I think that Armand has wisdom. This is me giving balance. Cause I ain't gonna never just drag you. I ain't gonna never just drag you. And not to keep bringing T.S. Madison up, but I'm gonna say this. I have spoke on T.S. Madison in multiple videos, but at the same time, I have windmilled for her in the comment section. This is why I felt like I had validity to speak on her and her not get on her live and drag me. I have windmilled for her in the comment section. This woman has never defended me. She's never taken up for me. She's never lifted me up. She's never honored me. She's never. Anytime she's ever spoke about me is been because she was mad because I said something about her publicly that wasn't flattering to her image. But I have windmilled for her in the comment section on multiple videos. Every time I see somebody reading her, I don't give a fuck if me and her is not getting along or I don't see eye to eye with her. When they read her and they misgender her, I have windmill for this bitch in the comment section. And I ain't never brought that up, but I'm going to bring it up today. I'm going to bring it up today. For years. This is why when I speak on her publicly and I have an opinion of her, I didn't understand. I still defend you when other people dragging you. Because when they dragging you, they dragging me. But now you on your platform saying, I read a bitch with her nuts folded up inside of her. If you think I won't read, if I read that bitch, then why the fuck you don't think I read you? I read a bitch with her nuts folded up inside of her. What fuck? So now you just gonna go ahead and read a trans man and you'll be done wore your whole community out. But I literally, even now, after what you said about me and how you publicly talked about my teeth and my pussy and all of that, when Just a Superstar kept calling you he, I jumped in the comment section and I said a positive thing and defended you in the comment section under his video. Even now, I still defend you because I see the bigger picture. When they read you, they're reading all of us. So so motherfuckers could say I'm jealous, I'm hating, I'm this, and that. But at the end of the day, still loyal to my community. It's not loyal to you. It's loyal to us. Because it's not about you and it's not about me. This shit bigger than Nino Brown. Back to Arman. And so I just wanted to make sure that we put that on the record, that was on the books. When I speak on you on my live, just know that I'm windmilling for you in comment sections. Regardless. That's why when I give a critique, it's because I've been traumatized. Because I done had to windmill in the comment section. Because if I see it, if I watch the content, I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to defend me. And me is black. Me is indigenous. Me is trans. Me is from the South. Anything in common, sis? Back to Arman. So like I said, I would not have watched the video. I would not have watched the video had somebody not send it to me. And this is the reason why I don't like for people to send me videos. Because sometimes I understand that there has to be a balance in energy. I understand that we have to be responsible with how we are on our platforms. And I pray that my head never get too big for my britches. I never forget where I came from. That's why I got crooked teeth. That's why I got a wide nose. And that's why I wear my kinky hair. Because, baby, I know a bitch gonna always read me. I know a bitch gonna always think she reading me. And I'm okay with that. Because sometimes a bitch needs to be read. Sometimes a bitch need to be read. Bitch, calm the fuck down, bitch. Bitch, you is losing yourself, bitch. Snap the fuck out of it. Snap out of it, ho. Bitch, come back, bitch. Bitch, you done fell asleep in the field of poppies, oh. Make sure y'all click that like button, because y'all ain't been clicking that like button. It's 21 people and 10 likes. Let's switch that around. But I do like them numbers. That's 3, 4. Come on, goddess. Come on, goddess energy. Oh, now it's 22 people. Okay. Now that's 5. Okay. Earth, air, water, fire, spirit. Come on, the 5 elements. Give it to me. But you know the reason why I would never want to read Arman too hard. You know the reason why I would never want to read Armand too hard, right? A little bit of love can go a long way, right? 100%. 100% pure love. Yeah, when me and Armand was cool, because me and Armand had a brief season where we like was cool like before he became what he is now. And I'm not gonna never take from him he's gifted. I think that his ego is inflated. I think that his ego is inflated. I think that he said in a video that he only fall out with weirdos. But Armand, if we're keeping it real, sometimes you are a weirdo. Sometimes you are a weirdo too, baby. It takes a weirdo to know a weirdo, baby. So you projecting a little bit. That's a projection. How do you know what a weirdo is, bitch? If how do you know what a weirdo is, bitch, if you don't do some weird shit yourself? Come on now. People love saying you a weirdo, but bitch, how you know what weird is? Explain to me how you understand what weird is. It take weird to know weird. So sometimes you be moving like a weirdo your damn self. Now, but I will never take away from him the fact that he is gifted, that he's driven, I love his taste. I love his music. I think I like to hear his music more than I actually really like to hear him live. But one thing that I gotta get this nigga knew who I was. Like when me and him hung together, he used to give me my props. Like he used to call me Mother Nature. And that was a beautiful compliment to come from him because he don't really be seeing it for the black feminine form that ain't giving you like some lace fronts and some bundles and some like really polished look, a really manicured look. And so for him to see it for me and for him to give me those types of compliments with crooked teeth, you know what I'm saying? Not the whitest teeth. You know what I'm saying? Kinky hair, bald head, washed face. For him to give me that, that's why I've always like I have a love hate relationship with his ass too. You know what I'm saying? Because I know at the end of the day he saw it. Crooked teeth, HIV positive, all of that. He knew what it was. He knew what it was. He knew what it was. He respected the energy. He knew what it was. And that's why I respect him, even though we're not speaking right now, because he had a really, really respectful thought process of me. But when he got mad, when me and him fell out because of that T.S. Madison stuff, um, I wasn't in the place of wanting to chop her down like that. I wanted her to be more responsible with her platform. That's what I've always wanted for her. I wanted her to be more thoughtful. But at the end of the day, that's her platform. I can't tell her how to be with her platform. I can't tell her what short path to take. That's her life. She's doing that work over there. I can't tell her what to do with her life. T.S. Madison beat me within an inch of my life. Child, are you serious? I think you trolling. She beat me like a pinata. You is so crazy. You had to delete that because he doing too motherfucking much, right? And then the name of the profile is nobody. But yeah, like I just wasn't with that. And I ain't gonna lie, I wish that Armand and our friendship could have flourished because we used to have fun live together. Being honest, we had fun. And I like the fact that he started doing more positive videos to balance out like the mess. like, to balance out like the messy stuff. I feel like he's really trying to make a change. And even though I don't vibe with him like that, I really want people to support him and encourage him in doing positive content and in growing and developing that guru side of himself, that spiritual side of himself, because it's in there. It's in there. He likes to pass judgment on people and condemn people, and I don't really live for all of that because like he can be a little self-righteous. And I think that's a Gemini trait when we're younger, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was in my 30s, I was self-righteous as fuck. I used to make people feel so uncomfortable around me. I used to make people feel so. That was another reason why I had to stop being a Christian. I used to make a lot of people feel uncomfortable around me because I was always like, I was just judgy. And it's like, how can you judge people when you be out here cutting up doing the same shit? I guess I felt like because I had more of a balance with it, like, I'm not drinking like you drinking. I'm not bumping like you bumping. I'm not smoking like you smoking. I'm not fucking as many niggas as you fucking. So because I'm not as bad as you, then bitch, I get to look down at you. That's the real shit. I'm not as bad as you. Bitch, I'm not as bad as you, bitch. So I'm about to judge you. I'm about to put you down, bitch. I'm about to make you feel away. Cause girl, I haven't sucked as many as you have. Ooh-wee. It is the truth. Wait. Stay positive. The only difference between a good day and a bad day is your attitude. I could agree. Real ones know fire. They know that light, baby. Okay. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never ever have enough. I believe that that's true. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. You have defended and uplifted bitter butch queens. You have up. See what you. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. You almost had me. You almost had me to say it. Ooh-wee. And I already know what you're talking about. I already know what you talking. Every time you say that, I know what you're talking about. Hey, Black Queen and 100% pure love. Hey, Leo Max 25. Okay, the bigger picture, the bigger picture. But that's right. Like, I did not want to. Like, I was not gonna go live. Um, because I'm just like at this place. Like, there are some things that I do want to talk about. I want to come back live and I want to continue to talk about. I think the biggest thing that I want to talk about, I love the conversation that we were having the other day about about classism. Like, I think that's one of the things that's really, really, really important to me is having conversations about classism, because it's like at this point, who are black people? Like, who are you complaining to? Like, that's a really, really good question to ask. Like, black people, when y'all be putting stuff on the internet and y'all be talking about sexy red and y'all be talking about how the black image is deteriorating, like, what is this really? Is this a dog whistle for massa? Is this the dog whistle for the oppressor? Letting them know that you tired of, us po folk coming up and getting ahead. You feeling slighted because you went up on the plantations and got them degrees, and Massa's forgiving your debts. It's forgiving your debts. Be happy with that. Go on ahead and get that debt cleared from them student loans and stop sitting up here hating on the little ratchet babies, the little ghetto babies that's coming up being the face. Let ratchet ghetto black people represent us like trailer park trash is representing the Anglo-Saxon siblings. Look what we got representing us in the White House. And it's named the White House. Look at what's running for office and representing there. The little young Caucasian, the little young handsome Caucasian boys scared to run for their office. They don't want to be up in there because look what they did to Kennedy with his young handsome ass. Baby, that's why them little young handsome white boys don't want that position. Bitch, y'all ain't finna kill me. I know that's right. The little 50, 60, the little 40 some year old, 45, 46, 47 year white boys don't want to be up in there. Them young Anglo Saxons don't want to be up in there. Baby, they said go ahead and let them geriatrics do that. Cause baby, if you do assassinate them, at least they done live most of their life. I'm a middle-aged white man. I'm not about to give my last good years to that clown show. I know that's right. I know that's right. Armand is a sensitive soul. He hurried up and got those teeth done once them checks. That's what makes me like I don't want to get veneers. Like I would want to get braces if I got something done to my teeth, but I don't want to get veneers. Like I think veneers make like everybody that I've seen with veneers, like they mouth it look big. It's like it's giving like some big teeth. It's like a big teeth. It's like Bigfoot, like big teeth. Like it's giving like big teeth energy. It's giving like like. And I would rather have my little dingy crooked teeth than just have I don't know. I think veneers look animated. I think it makes the mouth look like a cartoon, like and I don't know. I've been looking at them and just really like studying them, and I don't like shit that look too perfect. I don't I some people want pageantry. I just want my shit to work and work well. Cause sometimes that pageantry look is very cute to look at, but is it really functional? Is it really working? Is it really giving you optimum uses? Cause these bitches work. I won't like motherfuckers be saying, oh, when they go get their sex change, I want my pussy to be pretty. I want a pretty pussy, pretty pussy, pretty. Bitch, I want my shit to work. I want it to work well. I don't need my pussy to win crowns. I don't need my teeth to win crowns. Bitch, I don't need my grill to win no pageants. I just need them bitches to work. And I'm chewing fine. I just need them to work. Thank you, God Goddess. Good morning from Australia. Oh, it's in Australia now? You're in Australia? So I have two people on here from Australia. Good day, mate. Was timed out. Christian Homer, you were timed out by the moderator. 100% pure love. Make sure y'all click like. Hi, sweetie. Hey, Janice. Girl, y'all didn't see what I was giving when I first came on the live. You remember Chris Crocker when Chris Crocker said, "Leave Brittany alone. Leave Brittany alone." I was giving very much. Leave Tasha K alone. Leave Tasha K alone. Leave Tasha K alone. Yeah. You gotta close the screen out. You gotta close the screen out, make it small, and then go to the side and click the thumbs up. No, I'm not finna mix this banana with this last little sip of tequila. With this last little sip of tequila, and this tequila and ginger ale. Oh, 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 oh. I felt the hair grow on my chest. Ooh, oh, I felt the hair grow. I think a hair grew on my chest. Oh, you always have to balance with lubrication. Make sure that you balance it. Don't just be around here just drinking. Have you some water. Ever had a man? You're not a man until you've had a man. I'm gonna need you to explain that. I'm gonna need you to explain that. Keep it kosher in the chat, right? Because we don't want to have to. We don't want to have to boot you out. Give me happy birthday shout out for Sunday the 21st between Gemini and Cancer. Oh, yes, and I have to give a shout out to my cousin as well. Yeah, give a shout out to my cousin as well because tomorrow's her birthday. So happy birthday, Janice Hudson, for the 21st. Happy birthday, happy birthday. My moon is in Cancer. I subscribe though. Oh, you think because you subscribe, you could give a little bit more. You could give a little bit extra. That's right. You better be nice and start wishing people happy birthday and play nice. And play nice. Don't be doing too much on this live. I almost wish I would have made it available so somebody could have came on and we could have, like we might have to plan that to like do a live at a time where we could have somebody else to come on and maybe have like a panel discussion or maybe have like a guest who, we could interview. Like I would really like to do that. Okay, I wish I could come. I wish I could come to Louisiana. Never been there. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay. Well, I do a lot of traveling. I lived in Milwaukee the year after they arrested Jeffrey Dahmer. That's why I did not watch Jeffrey Dahmer, the series on Netflix, because I moved to Milwaukee fresh after they arrested him. And I walked on some of the streets where, like he picked, like community up. Like I walked on some of those same corners being hot in the ass. So I was definitely I lived enough of a connection to the story that I don't want to like give any of my energy to the commercialization of that narrative. Like that's another thing that gets me within the black community too. While I'm talking about bloggers would be saying stuff like, I'm not giving them no life. I'm not speaking on them. I'm not saying their name. And then you'll turn around and do a story and give life to like a garbage ass predator, like a Jeffrey Dahmer, like someone who was a predator. Like everybody was quick to like we're saying that P Diddy was a predator, and everybody was just speaking on P Diddy, but like you literally be like, I'm not gonna give no life to them. I'm not gonna give them no platform. That's my op. I'm not gonna give life to them. But you'll give life to predators. You'll give life to molesters. You'll give life to beings that who are out here doing like really, really corrupt, dogged out stuff. Like y'all will give platforms to that simply because it make you a bag, simply because it give you some type of like and this is the crazy thing. Like you hear people who literally like you've created your platform off of clout chasing celebrities. Like so many people. Like I'm not gonna say that Armand is not talented, and I think that Armand has star quality, and I think that Armand could have risen to great heights without having to do like the videos where he was talking about the girls, like talking about the rappers and constantly having like black females in his mouth in order to keep himself relevant. I do think that he's talented enough and he has a charm and an appeal that could have catapulted him. Perhaps it may have taken him longer. Perhaps he may have looked at a little bit more distinguished by then, because like you said, once them YouTube checks started clearing, he went and got them. He went and got his veneers. So it's like I think that he wants to experience certain things while he still has a remnants of his youth left. And the thing about me is, child, I used to be like that, so I totally understand it. Child, I wanted to experience wealth. I wanted to experience extreme wealth while I was young. But I'm so happy that the ancestors did not grant me that, because I know that I would have been a pariah and a monster, and I would have been acting like a nigga that don't have shit. And we see so many examples of that. And why would I want to be another example of that? There's so many examples of beings who act like niggas who never had shit, who around here stunting, I got money, I'm better than you, you can't sit with me. That narrative is so clone like. It is so played out. Everybody give that, you can't sit with me, you don't run in the circles I run in, I got this, I got that, I'm better than. I'm so sick of that narrative. I'm so sick of that narrative. It's just saturated. It just saturates our culture. And so I would rather be an older person who can have wisdom and have respect and be thoughtful and be appreciative and humble. I don't give a fuck. The only thing that he said about Tasha K that I laughed when I heard it, because I listened to a lot of the roast. Only thing that he said about her that I could not stop laughing, and it wasn't because it was true. It was because it was really funny. When he said titties at the top and titties at the bottom, when that nigga said titties at the top and titties at the bottom, I couldn't help but laugh because that shit was funny. Titties at the top and titties at the bottom. Bitch, you got titties at the top and titties at the bottom. Talking about how long her titties is. So it's titties at the top and titties at the bottom. That shit is funny. That shit was fucking funny. That shit was fucking funny. That shit was fucking funny. But the rest of that shit, I was like, I had a stoic face the whole time. That's the only time he made me laugh. Like I sit and listen to him talk about her for maybe another 10 minutes after that comment, and nothing else made me laugh. But titties at the top and titties at the bottom, that shit was gold. That shit was gold. That shit was funny. But the rest of that shit, that wasn't funny. I don't like to see I don't like to see you lie. Don't lie and say that Tasha K not talented. Don't Tasha K fucking hilarious. I don't give a fuck if she transphobic, if she homophobic, if she messy. All of these things can be true. All of this can be true. We can chew gum and walk at the same time. We can be a mess and still be talented. We could be a mess. We could be hilarious and messy. We could be tired. We could be depressed, but we could still be talented. We could still be creative. Tasha taking her mess and making magic with her mess. Because there's a lot of people who love her sincerely in the midst of her mess. And so when y'all condemn her, y'all condemn everybody who love her. Because there's people who legit love her. Because y'all can say what y'all want to say about her. The woman get people to come out to clubs and see her. Like, people get up out of their house in this messed up climate, in the messed up climate this world is. And this climate, people leaving out their house to come see you. It's easy for somebody to get on and click on a live and come on a live. But when a person get up out their bed, when a person leave the comfort of their home, their routine, to come and show up and share space with you, I don't take that for granted. That's goals. I want to be able to do that. I'm never going to hate on that. I want to be able to create space, and I want people to be so happy to come see me. Baby, they ready to risk it all trying to come see a show. In this climate, people coming out and physically supporting you, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. In the midst of her mess. Y'all can't never, no, she don't need to be Wendy Williams. Look what happened to Wendy Williams. She don't need to be Wendy Williams. She need to be Tasha K. And all of her beautiful mess. Long as you can handle the consequences of your actions. And I feel like Tasha K have a good balance. Because Tasha K will say some crazy stuff, some ugly stuff, and she'll come back and she'll apologize. If it's set up on her conscience, she's going to come back and she's going to apologize. She's going to humble herself. What I don't like is sometimes it take her too long. That's what I don't like. Sometimes it take you too long. You're too stubborn. Whatever they got going on with the Soulja Boy thing, don't let this boy sue you like you let Cardi B sue you. Because I don't have nothing against Cardi B, but I don't think that you should have had to pay $44 million because Cardi B a mess too. This is just my personal opinion. And I think the reason why you got to pay them $4 million is because of colorism. This is my opinion. Cardi B a mess too. It was mess. It was mess all around. Cardi B was messy. Cardi B was speaking on people. Cardi B was admitting doing stuff that we didn't think was right at first, but we laughed it off because of how Cardi B looked and how down to earth Cardi B is. And Cardi B was this down ass Latina and we vibing and Cardi B just seemed so down to earth. But Cardi B was saying a lot of wild shit. And Cardi B still a mess. Cardi B still do messy things. I don't think that she should have had to pay Cardi B no $4 million. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's colorism. I think that if Tasha K would have looked it like Beyonce. I think if Tasha K would have looked it like Cardi B, I don't think that she would have had to pay no $4 million. And I don't think that a lot of people would be being as hard as they are on her. It's colorism. It's colorism. It's straight up colorism. Straight up colorism. Straight up colorism. I don't think I think she was wrong. I think Tasha K should have took the video down. I think that Tasha K was being stubborn, but I still don't feel like she should have had to pay back no $4 million. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. She said some defaming things about Cardi B. But Cardi B, you was a stripper. You admitted that you was pulling dates and you was living a type of life that made you subject to some of the shit that they were saying that you might have been guilty of. That come with the territory. Why would you be embarrassed about that? It come with the territory. Motherfuckers say I got a disease or say something like that about me. What I'm gonna get upset about if it ain't true? I'm gonna get on my platform and I'm gonna say the bitch lying. Y'all believe it if y'all want to, but I got 25 million followers. Like Cardi B platform is 80 times bigger than fucking Tasha K's. Get on your platform. It's a lie. Moving right along. Next caller. You went to court for months and months and months and sued this lady when your platform make her platform look like nuggets. Deny and move on. This is a fly flying around your barbecue chicken. This is a fly flying around the barbecue. And you took it to court? Make it make sense, sis. Make it make sense. A fly flying around the barbecue and you took it to court. Cardi mom had money for good lawyers that came with the heat. She got the twin beat up at the club. Mm. In this situation, Cardi is basically a white woman. That's exactly what it gave. Her karma is that man she married to that's out there spreading her money and keeping her pregnant while he's out in the streets laying it low and spreading it wide is the karma. She admitted to drugging men online. She did. I remember that. So you don't get no karma for that. Nobody can't drag you. Nobody can speak down on you. No, that don't make no sense. She literally, I remember the video where she sit in front of the camera and admitted that she was doing that to me. When you admitted that you was that type of person, that you would do something, that you would do that to a human being, and that you, the way that you shared it, it wasn't in a remorseful way. It was in a like, bitch, yeah, I did it. That was very much the energy. So Tasha K to me seemed like your karma. Tasha K seemed befitting. That it seemed befitting that you would attract something like that to you. Because you was relishing in how you tormented people. So someone will emerge to relish in tormenting you. Sounds about right. Sounds fair. Sounds fair. Sister, have you heard Miss Mary Claire Kelly from Marie? Yeah, I talk to her. I talk to her all the time. If Tasha deserved a lawsuit, we all do. Exactly. 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 That was ridiculous. I mean, I can't even believe it stuck. Like, Yeah, it was shady. The stuff I was just mad. Like and to me, I respect Tasha for not backing down. I respect Tasha for standing 10 toes down. Like she have my respect for that. But I ain't gonna lie, I would have caved. Bitch, I would have caved. I'm sorry, Masson's Cardis. Masson's Cardis. I takes the videos down. Right now, Masson's Cardis. I talks it over with my lawyers. And I takes it down now, Masson's B. But motherfucking Tasha K was 10 toes down for this shit. Tasha K was 10 toes down. Money is power in this patriarchy society, yeah. Tasha has big dick energy. She sure do. And to the bitter end, no matter how foolish it made her look, she was like, maybe it'll change. Maybe I'll be, because we know that Rosa Parks was not the first person to say, Rosa Parks was not the first person that refused to get up off of the bus. It was a dark skinned girl that had a baby that refused to get up off of the bus. And God got us forgive me. Wait, hold on. I want to find it. The woman who refused to get off the bus before Rosa Parks did.
Claudette Colvin, according to History.com, a full 9 months before Rosa Parks' famous act of civil disobedience, 15-year-old Claudette Colvin is arrested on March 2, 1955, for refusing to give up her seat on a segregated Montgomery, Alabama bus.
She was 15 years old and she was arrested. That's why they didn't pick her. That's why they didn't pick her. You see how she looked? Same thing with Cardi B and Tasha K. Oh, thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. I'm glad I made you a mod. I'm glad I made you a mod. I have had to deal with no negative energy since I've been on here tonight. I haven't seen nothing in the comment section that like triggered me even further. I've been able to stay focused. Hey, Faith. Yeah, they used Rosa Parks because her skin light. You right. You right. Wait. My cash app is the Lay Lim Lay Lur thing. It's the Lay Lim Lay Lur. You spelled it right the other time. Yeah. This right here is, and I'm happy that I have like good moderators. Like, because I know that my content go over a lot of people's head because I do jump all around when I talk. And so I'm happy that I have found people who understand that and who are patient with that and like who support me through the rambling because they know we're going somewhere. But yeah, this is Clor. Her name is. We should write her name in the chat. We should write her name in the chat and then write her name in the comment section of the video. Claudette, Claudette Colvin. So it's Claudett and then Colvin Colvin. Yeah, Claudette Colvin. We should write her name. 15 years old, refused to give up her seat before Rosa Parks and never made the news, never made the press. They never talked about her. Yeah, you gotta do it with, you gotta change the I to a U. But wait, you gotta change that. Yeah, Claudette. Yeah, that's good. Claudette Colvin. Yeah, we're gonna put that. I'm gonna go back and put that in the actual comment section of the video. I'm glad that came out. I'm glad that the ancestors made that come out of this video, because another thing that triggered me when Armand was talking was him calling Tasha K ugly. Now, sometimes Tasha K, for her to be at the level that she is, of course, I'm not reading her. Because, bitch, I will get in front of the camera with some I don't give a fuck hair. Bitch, who gonna pop me, bitch? I don't give a fuck. So, I'm not about to talk about her hair. But, he did have a point that Tasha got thousands and thousands of followers, and sometimes Tasha get in front of that camera like I respect it. Tasha K is really not good looking. That's honest saying. She not ugly though. Like, she may not be like a beauty queen. She's not a glamorous person. I don't think that. I'm just trying to see, like, cause I'm finna pull up her face, and I want us to say what's ugly. Like, I want people to put in the comment section what makes her ugly. Let's look at her face and what makes her ugly. We're gonna view some pictures of Tasha K. And I wish we could create a poll and we could say what makes her ugly. Like, let's look at some pictures of Tasha K and let's talk about what makes her ugly. So this is a picture of Tasha K with some paint with a light mug on. So where is the ugliness at now? And this is a short haircut. So this is just her relying on mug. What exactly is ugly? Like, I'm gonna need you to tell me what's ugly, because I'm not. Okay, so from you going to Aaliyah, you giving me colorism. So you're not a black person. Cause that's giving colorism. Let's find another picture of Tasha K. Okay, so what exactly? I want to know what exactly is ugly. What's ugly? What feature is it? What feature is it that's ugly? Because the skin is flawless. The skin is flawless. The cheekbones is bony. The forehead is everything. What is... Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, the nose is wide. She do have a wide nose. I got one too. Exactly what is it? Like, what is it? What is it? She's not model material. Oh, she's not... She doesn't look anorexic. That's what you're saying. She doesn't look anorexic. It's not giving anorexic. Yeah, I'm trying to find the ugly. The skin is flawless. Never a bump, never a blemish. The full luscious lips. Always glowing. There's always a glow. Skin don't never look dry, don't never look ashy. Never a blemish in her mug. What is it? Like, where's the ugly? Like, let's pinpoint. Oh, maybe maybe, and that's what 100% pure love said earlier. She's not a glamazon. She's not a glamazon. She's not. She doesn't look made up. She doesn't look high maintenance. She doesn't look high maintenance. I think that's what it is. She doesn't look high maintenance. She looks like a mother. She looks like she's birthed children. She looks like she's carried life inside of her womb and pushed life out and brought it into the planet. She looks like a mother who's birthed children. She looks like the girl next door. She looks like that's yeah. You don't think normal women go through that? Faith, what did you done, man? What are you sitting? What are you sitting on, Randy? Okay, to be a natural. I mean, we are our parents. They just made, and I mean, that is genetics. Like, we look like our parents, and so she looks like her parents. And I don't think that Tasha K is ugly. I just don't think that she's a glamazon. And a lot of people who have the audacity to call her ugly, it's like if we were to reverse some of the facial surgeries that they've had, if we were to reverse the nose jobs and the fillers, and if we were to de-wig them, would they be able to sit on side of Tasha K? If we were to reverse other people's teeth and they weren't, getting them big YouTube checks, and they had to go back to working, you know what I'm saying, at a retail store, would they be able to sit on side of Tasha K? I don't know. Like, it's like the people who are reading her. Tasha K has not had anything. I think she had her teeth fixed, but I don't think she's really had anything done to her mug. And so when, people who read her who obviously had work done to their face, you get where I'm going with that? Like, that's how Tasha K really look. Like, if you had to have your face altered to look like you look and you calling Tasha K ugly, or me for that matter, like to call me ugly. And bitch, I woke up like this. Bitch, I may have had my chin touched once. Once. I may have had a drop in my chin. Bitch, barely. Bitch, you can't even see it, bitch. I may have had my chin touched once. But bitch, this is my mug. Bitch, this is my mug, bitch. This is my bitch, bitch, this is my mug, bitch. Bitch, and I love my mug. Crooked teeth and all, bitch. Crooked plaque filled teeth, bitch. This is my mug. This is my mug. Jason. Oh, he came back today and got put out again today. You got him again today, huh, sister? If Tasha K was high yellow with freckles and slick wavy hair, there would not be an issue. And Tasha K would get away with all of the mess. All of the mess. It's like a lot of black folks is saying, a lot of tokens is saying, why you letting that nigger get so much attention? Why? This is not what we put on a pedestal. This nigger's a little bit too confident with themselves. And it's our own that's doing it. It's not like Caucasians who are oppressors, because not all Caucasians are oppressors. I want to be clear. But Caucasians who are oppressive, they don't have to do it because niggas do it for them. Like the reads that I have heard some black people give Tasha K, it sounds like reads that you would expect from a Caucasian person who was racist. It gives you very much that energy. Like when you hear people come for Tasha K, they come for her like a racist would come for her. It sounds just like a racist person. It's like a racist person in a black person's body. I think some of these motherfuckers, it's a real life get out. I think some of these motherfuckers got that white chip, that whatever it is. I think it's a get out situation going on with some of these people. She would be Jason Lee if she was light skinned, cause we know that's why Jason Lee get away with a lot of the stuff he get away with. Come on, Neil. Jason Lee is on because of what? Colorism is real. Colorism is real. I'm sure that you are ugly to someone too, right? I mean, I've been called ugly. T.S. Madison said I was ugly. T.S. Madison said that ugly bitch. Ooh-wee. And I know why. I know why. Because of the way that I present myself. Because I wear my own hair. Because I don't wear makeup all the time. Because my teeth are not straight. Because I have a wide nose. Bitch, I look like a nigga. And when I say nigga, I don't mean a man nigga. I mean I look like a Negro person. I look ebanoid. There's no mistake. There's no mistake. There's no mistake. They always ask me, but I still look like a foreigner. Like I could give when I put on certain hair, they think I'm from the islands. Sometimes they think I'm from Haiti. Sometimes they think I'm from Jamaica. Sometimes they think I'm from Trinidad. Sometimes they think I'm from Africa. And then sometimes I actually get Indian. Depending on how my hair is, depending on what weight I am. Like I always get some type of exotic foreign teas though. And I'm like, and they be like, your skin don't look regular black. Your skin look like a different type of black. But I trigger people who are, just totally fused with the illusion of blackness and trying to make blackness this monolith of, all of the women running around with lace front wigs on, lace front straight wigs on. Not that I have nothing against lace fronts, because every now and then I'd like to throw me on old nasty lace fronts. Let's be clear. Every now and then, you may see me in a video with a lace front on. Baby, I may pull me a good one together, get me a nice little quality earpiece, and chunk on me a little lace front every now and then. But just know that's not gonna be my signature look. OMG, I saw you on Tea Time. Yeah, I was on Tea Time. Got them pure. Tasha don't be feeling what she's saying. She just want the views. And this is the thing. Um, that's why I don't get upset with her over anything she says anymore, because she stepped so much into the comedian world. It's like what it's geared, what it's about. Like she on some comedy. She it's that energy for her. She done went into that comedic field and she's serious about that comedy. She's serious about that comedy. Like she really, really invested in it. And I used to be triggered by her, but I'm not as triggered by her as I used to be, because a lot of shit she say, it legit be funny. And now she not being serious. She being silly. Like at first when she used to say it, I ain't gonna lie, and I think this is colorism too. And I have to check my own biases. Now this is some real shit I'm about to say right now. When you see a dark skinned person, you know how when Caucasian people, how they used to say when Caucasian people be walking down the street and they see a big tall black person walking behind them, they'll clutch their purse tighter and move to the other side of the street, allegedly. I think that's the same thing that happens when we see angry, dark skinned um, deeply melanated people who said a little bit too much in that blackness, in that melanin. When you see them yelling on the internet, when you see them speaking with a vitriol tone, like when you see them being aggressive, it's 10 times more fierce, and it's 10 times more potent, because there's an innate fear of beings who look like that. There's an innate uh, need to want to be cautious. And I used to get told this. I used to like literally, I could, when I used to do sex work, I used to work at Papa Joe's. And then after that, we would have to leave and go to the bar. Now, back during this time, I was wearing like the weave and the hair and stuff. And I always was able to like pull like my own race. Like I never had to wear weave, and I never had to make myself up to attract black men or to attract black partners. But I had to make myself up to attract white partners. And they would always tell me, smile, because if you don't smile, you're intimidating to them. They don't feel comfortable sitting next to you, they don't feel comfortable around you. So I always had to be like, and I always had to make them laugh. So I learned how to make fun of my own pain. I learned, like, I could be done had the most horrible day. You can't make money if you got a sad story. Don't no trick want to hear no sad story. So I had to learn how to make light of my pain when I was in survival mode. I had to always be, because I wasn't light skinned, because I did not have the wet and wavy hair. I didn't have the ambiguous look. If you were light skinned, you could be a bitch. You could have a nasty attitude. You could get away with having a nasty attitude, because he felt more comfortable with you, because he could still see himself in your likeness. The trick could still see the similar ancestry. So tricks were more comfortable when racially ambiguous girls were aggressive, when they were assertive, when they were more confident. Like that was they were it was it they felt more comfortable with you when you were light skinned and you were aggressive and you were jazzy and you had a smart mouth and you were spunky. But if you're dark skinned, and you have like traditional features that speak to your negritude and speak to your melanin, when you have those type of features, it's intimidating. And so seeing Tasha, yelling and screaming and sitting in that power, using that power, using that has been used to hold her back and belittle her, using that, it makes people uncomfortable. It makes people uncomfortable, and then that's when you hear she ugly and da da da, because she's taking up too much space. That's you, Tasha K. Tasha K. Looks like she looks, and she's taking up that much space. People feel away. How dare you take up that much space and look like that? How dare you not look like a motherfucking Doja Cat? How dare you not look like Cardi B? How dare? How dare you not put no effort into it? How dare you? How dare you take up all that space and look like the girl next door, look like the black girl next door, the black girl we went to school with? How dare you? Jason is a much. Jason is Puerto Rican. He ain't black. Oh, I didn't know that. He Puerto Rican? I love a good lace front. Okay. Sister, we know you can't stand a lace. No, for real though, I will wear a lace. I want me a sickening lace. I will wear a lace front occasionally. I would throw one on every now and then. Tasha K has a real family to go home to. Armand and them don't. The only people around them are hanging on for Claire. Ooh, you. Whoo! My. For me, as a white trans girl, it's the opposite. I gotta put more effort in for the black men. And that's how it is for me. I have to put more effort in for Caucasian men. Like when I wanna, talk to them, I have to throw a little wig on. I think for me they prefer me a little lighter. I can attract them thicker, but I have to be a little skinnier, throw on a little makeup, wear a little wig. That's when I tend to pluck the Caucasian men. But baby, child, I could walk outside with a garbage bag on and pluck one of mine. I don't have no problem plucking somebody like me. Like, and that's why I've never understood the point of, going through all that, because I was juggling, boys before I got any surgeries done. That's why when women be like, you want to be me, you want to be like me, child, I was juggling dicks as a boy. I was juggling dicks as a little boy, juggling them. The hottest boys in school, I was juggling them. Like, juggling them. No work, no hormones, no surgeries, no nothing. As a boy, as a little boy, before I even started my transition, and I started at 14, I was juggling them. Baby, I did not transition to get a man. I transitioned because the men that was with me were not fixing to sit up there and pretend like we was homeboys. You not finna be with me and pretend like we homeboys, like we friends, like, bitch, you not about to lie and say I'm your homeboy. Oh, this my homeboy. No, we fucking. You see how fat this ass is? We fucking. Tell them hoes we go together. We go together. We go together. Tell them hoes we go together. Tell them hoes we go together. Bitch. Tell them hoes we go together, bitch. I gotta eat a lot and get braids for the black bitch. Oh, they like for you to get a little bit edgy, guys. They like for you to be a little bit edgy, a little bit edgy. All the black queens I see with white partners wear natural hair and scrunchy wigs. And that's the thing, like, people would be like, I think white people should stay in their own lane. I don't I don't look at that as the same way of, like, they say people be appropriating your culture. At this point, everything is so commercialized and we selling everything. I don't feel like there's a culture to steal. Like, I feel like everything is so commercialized and everything is so put out there. Like, I actually take it as a compliment when I see a Caucasian girl or a white boy doing some stuff that's traditionally a part of our culture. Now, where I have a problem with, this is where I have a problem, because this is the important part. Don't play around in the culture. Don't play around with the aesthetic if you're not gonna keep that same energy when the police come. When the oppressor come, I need you to be 10 toes down, and I need for you to keep that same energy. Don't turn into Karen. Don't turn into Becky. Keep that same energy and go down with the fucking ship. Keep that same. Don't turn into Karen. Don't turn into Karen now. Don't turn into Karen now. But you know, a lot of black people do that too. Like we'll be right here. I'm so hood, and I got these goals up in my mouth. If you move closer to my house, and then as soon as the police walk up, as soon as like this will kill me. Like especially like when I tell you, I used to look at my like boyfriends, like we'll be together, and they'll be just like, yeah, cause motherfuck that shit, and they'll be saying it with their chest and all that. Then when you get in the court in front of the judges, yes sir, yes sir, I was walking to the left, and I turned, and then when I got there, sir, yes, I was trying to see what was going on, and there was nothing. Also, wait a minute, you got all this respect for the judge and the police. So when the police got all the bass went out your voice when the police came up, all the bass went out your voice when you got in front of the judge. Oh, all the bass is gone now. Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. I was on my way, sir, and I was doing this, sir. Oh, no bass for them. No, but you got all this bravado and all this bass in your chest for me. Uh-uh. You was even the most ratchet gutter gangster piece of trade have a code switching voice when that law come. Baby, they all code switch. That's why I be like, keep that same energy. 10 toes down. 10 toes down, baby. Don't start none, won't be none. Like, like if you gonna be down for the culture, be down for the culture. But don't turn into Becky. Don't turn into Becky so you could get off and leave me. Nah, if you gonna turn into Becky, or if you gonna turn into Karen so you can go and get bond money to get me out, then go ahead. If Karen is gonna come bail me out, if you need to be Karen to bail me out, then okay, be Karen. Because both of us don't need to go to jail. But if Karen ain't about to bail me out, Karen need to go to jail with me, bitch. Me and Karen going to jail together, bitch. Tell them hoes we going to jail together. Bitch. Tell them hoes we going to jail together, bitch. Bitch. Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah. Wear their natural hair and scrunchies. What? All the black queens I see with white partners wear their natural hair or scrunchy wigs. Like that white girl, the forager on Instagram, the black girl forager. Yeah, she's married to a white boy, and I think Cat Black is dating a white boy. But I love that for them. Like I like that. Like be expansive. I tried to get into the Michael Carmichael to the Carmichael reality show. I tried to get into that. I'm just it's just a little bit too fast forwarded for me. Like I was never allowed to go to no Fast No Films party. I was never a girl who like fucked in the park. I was never like I fucked. I ain't gonna lie. I had a couple of my boyfriends in some strange places, but just like going to the park to hook up with random ass motherfuckers, no. And I never really got a chance to do grinder because like all of those gay sites for males. I never really got a chance to do any of that because I had my sex change in 2014. And before that, like I didn't really know about Grinder. Like I didn't really know about all this. So I never really got into all of the hookup scene for the black gay men. Like I never got really into that culture. I was kind of kept out of that because I started my transition at such a young age. So I wasn't allowed at the no fats, no femmes parties and all of that. And I feel like culturally, those were the spaces where they were preparing to co-opt a lot of different things. Like gay men were, preparing to co-opt a lot of things. And I know Down Low Men was there, and honey, they was having their little secret meetings. I saw Sylvia Rivera of a clip that Sylvia Rivera talked about how they took her pride from her and they turned pride into a capitalist movement. And so, when we talk about how capitalism has affected the LGBT movement, how when we talk about how commercialized it's become, we have to tell the truth and say that when we judge the Proud Boys for being proud of their being proud of colonism and being proud of how they colonized society, are we gonna be honest and be accountable and talk about how um the G in the community and perhaps the L2 took pride and turned it into a commercial? Made it completely made it completely about capitalism, and that capitalism continues to sustain the very thing that's oppressing us. Like we've given so much money through Pride season back to the patriarchy that now look at all of these rules that's coming into place, all of these laws all of that money that we have raised for Pride. If we had put that money in other places, if we had used that money for other things, I don't know if um you have to think about it. A lot of people who participate in Pride at the level of being able to get funders, to getting sponsors to come in and support that stuff, most of them could blend in as cis heterosexual men. So if you're able to blend into society, you really don't lose your privilege in a patriarchal society. So because you show up in the way that you show up, really the only ones who gonna get left out and fucked over is the ones who out here marching, the actual queer people. But the ones who running the marches, the ones who have the power and facilitate the marches and all of that, child, they not out there marching. They not at that stuff. They in business meetings, they in mergers, they getting sponsors, and they not finna associate with that. So they gonna let y'all come out and feel sexy and wear rainbows in y'all hair and multicolored wigs and queen out and fish out. And they gonna be really, really going to the bank with the money. Like that's the problem with capitalism, is that so much money is raised every year during Pride, but it's our community really seeing that fruit. Like they make so much money for Pride, like so many endorsements to put on those parades. And do our community really see any of that money? It should be so much more wealth distributed amongst us. But yet and still, we get out there and march, and we catch public transportation to show up. We get there the best way we know how. And the ones who throwing these parades and throwing these marches, they got all of this resource and all of this access. And it's not costing what's costing us doesn't affect them because they don't show up like we show up. So they making money off of our backs, and they ain't losing nothing because they not finna put their necks out on the line and make it known that they even like if they could maneuver through a space and not even talk about them being queer, not even talk about them being gay, not even bring that up. Oh, we don't. I'm not personally gay myself. I This is my church ministry, and we're helping these people. We believe that the Lord loves everybody. The Lord loves everybody. And you love dick in your ass and mouth, but you're not about to tell these people. You just about to show up like you old white preacher or white Christian preacher, and you're just trying to do something positive for the gay community. And you done got these people to give millions of dollars, and now you got a hedge fund with millions of dollars in it that you could distribute how you want to distribute, and you living your best life, honey. After you done went up in there and played the old Christian straight boy, whole queen. Capitalism. It makes it so. It makes it so. I don't know about y'all, but I'm from Germany, and in Germany, the black men only like you if you fish down. I know some girls who going to Germany tomorrow. I'm in an era of loving me. I put my African dress on, my natural hair or braids, like I'm going to the motherland. Oh, really? I gotta see some pictures of this, fave, because I know you used to love your lace fronts. You, me, you, me. Read the room, keep it kosher in the chat. Right before you get deleted. Give Give me they Becky, LOL. Have some tact. No one asked that from you, Mimi. Oh, okay, so you must be done got rid of Mimi, because I ain't see none of that. I put a little white girl over the phone, child, to make them feel comfortable. White queens always end up showing they behind some kind of way. I just cannot. Oh, it was a you don't trust them like that. Karen under the circumstances, but I'm Karen. That's the black version of Karen. Okay, don't be obtuse, you me, baby. I ain't seen nothing you me said. You been handling that, huh? I was never a butch queen. I was always other because I was so feminine. Okay, I never really got a chance to be that either. I got called a drag queen though because I came out at a young like I came out I started my transition I think in like 1989, so I was still transitioning the whole 90s. And so I did get called a drag queen. I have been called a drag queen before, a drag queen and a female impersonator. Cause we didn't have the term trans when I was little. Like, they was calling us other stuff, but we've always existed. We've existed for thousands and thousands of years. Gay identified men are toxic and misogynistic for the whole part, for a lot of them. And this is the unfortunate part about that. I think it's too much of the same energy, because a lot of gay people will surround themselves, a lot of gay men in particular will surround themselves with other gay men. And when they do surround themselves with women, they'll surround themselves with the traditional woman, the a woman who reminds them of how their mother was. And we have to understand that how our mothers came up in oppressive environments. Like, we try to make it look like, oh, the good old days when mom was this and dad was that. Well, mom was being bullied, and mom was being pressured to behave in a certain way. Mom was dealing with a lot of stuff. Daddy was probably out slanging that wood, you know what I'm saying, because he was a man and he was paying the bills. And mom had to sit at home and cook and clean and push out babies, and she couldn't really go nowhere, and she had to be faithful to this man knowing this man was cheating on her. Like a lot of your mamas was oppressed. You thought you did good because you grew up in a two-parent home. That's nice if you grew up in a two-parent home where he was respectful, he didn't cheat on her, he respected her voice and her opinion, and he didn't act like a tyrant. And if you grew up in that type of home, I'm so happy for you. But most people did not. That is not the consensus of how most people grew up. That's not what most people remember. And so when you prize these women who want to uphold those same traditions that was toxic for your mother and your grandmother, you have to ask yourself, because a lot of gay men will make it look like they're taking up for black women and they're defending black women. But really, honestly, and truly, you just trying to make it look like you care about her because you want her to stay in her place. I'm going to speak up for you and I'm going to pretend like I got your back and I care so much about you because I want you to stay in the place that I want you to stay in this place of being on my live, worshiping me, giving me praise, telling me how handsome I am and how good I look and oh, you such a handsome man and oh, you look so nice and oh, you're this and that, giving you praise and worship and glory like Father God, King Jesus. So you love black women and you're gonna defend black women and you're gonna take up for black women as long as the black woman know her place. This is still a patriarchal society. I still am the end all of all. My word is still the last one. I am a man. I am a king. I am the likeness of the Father God. Very much that energy. Them butch queens will make it look like they're defending women and they're taking up for women, and women be so brainwashed. Y'all be so sucker punched because, and the reason why you're sucker punched is because he came out your vagina. You pushed him out. And I'm so thankful that I don't have those type of biological ties with these butch queens. So when they pull in a motherfucking scamiana, I could see it. But because y'all have biological ties with them, y'all be wanting to let them make it and give them all the grace. And that grace have kept you held hostage. Then when he play in your face and talk about you, your saggy titties, your titties, you got titties at the top and titties at the bottom. When he talk to you crazy like that, it's because you bucked him up and put him on a pedestal. It's because you let that shit go to his head. You gassed him up a little bit too much. And see, that's why I'm glad that I mirrored my foremothers, that I transitioned. Because even though some of y'all don't respect me as a woman, a lot of y'all have perceived me as a woman. And so I ain't never got that grace that y'all give niggas. Y'all have always dealt with me like I was one of y'all. But bitch, y'all will give them niggas some grace. Whether it's a gay nigga or a straight nigga. Y'all got grace for niggas. But bitch, because I was one of y'all, I never got that grace. I mean, y'all say in a minute, you ain't no real woman. Well, bitch, you sure have treated me like one. Bitch, I ain't got none of that grace, bitch. Oh, he's so cute. He's so handsome. He don't know what he doing. Leave him. He got a good heart. What I got was, bitch, what's up? Bitch, I had to fight, bitch. I had to fight girls more than I had to fight boys. bitch. Bitch, girls jumped on me, bitch. Keep it cute. Auntie on 100%. Her fave. It don't belong in the alphabets. Just saying, God just says, hello, capitalism and gentrification, whitewashed. They getting all the grants. Okay, okay, they getting the big coins. Do you still moan? Yeah, not as much as I used to. I take moans sparingly. I took a mix last week. I took like a half a testosterone and a half a estrogen. I took it last week. I think I might take another one soon. But I take them like every few months. Like I don't be popping them like that. Sorry about your worry about your hormonal regimen. Uh, I don't think that was shady though. I don't think that was shady. Stay on topic. Did I go off the topic? Okay. I love my laces. Your auntie tired. I might cut my hair way short. Auntie tired of plastering wigs all day. Those protective styles sometimes cause alopecia. Ooh. My ministry is hand making ventilation pieces for those who suffer with baldness or lost hair. When I apply that lace, I look melted and scalp, but she must come off. Now, see, that's what I like. Hey, Erin! Baby, I had girls bully me in school too. Baby, I had to fight them. And they used to always be bigger than me. That's why when motherfuckers be talking about women, you hit a woman, bitch, them hoes was bigger than me. Bitch, I'm 5'8". Bitch, I was fighting girls that was like 5'11", 6 feet tall, motherfucking cornbread fed, big old cocky. Girl, Miss Thing, bitch, I was scared. What are you talking about? Bitch, I was fighting bitches that look like Netta, bitch. Bitch. Period. I was really scared in middle school. Me too. I was bullied. Girls always fought me first. Exactly. Exactly. I remember one time I was playing cards. We was playing cards. And you know when you playing spades, you talk shit while you playing spades. Like that's what you do. Like you talk shit. So we playing spades. And I'm talking shit and I'm winning too. And you know, that's one thing. If you want to see me talk some shit, I get serious about spades. That's why I don't like to play spades, especially like I don't need to play spades if I've been drinking. Because if I play spades while I've been drinking, I get motherfucking emotional. And bitch, I be like, bitch. And don't change the fucking rules. And we need to talk about all of the rules before we start playing. Because where I'm from, we play deuces wild. We play deuce of spade, deuce of diamonds. That's how I play. We play deuces wild. So, like, if y'all don't play deuces wild and it's just the ace, then you need to tell me this before the game start. You need to tell me this before the game start. Don't wait till after we done finished playing the first 2 or 3 hands or the first hand and you don't tell me that deuce is not wild because where I come from, deuce is wild, boo. So we need to communicate that culturally. You know, in Oklahoma, they don't play deuces wild. In Louisiana and New Orleans, especially, we play deuces wild. So if you're not gonna tell me, like if you ain't tell me that deuces was wild, and I come out with my deuce, and now you gonna tell me deuce is not wild, who made you in charge? Who made you? Who made you? Who said you made the law? Yeah. So like spades, like I be serious about them spades. Don't let me be that had a little sip in me. Oh my goodness. And so we playing spades and I'm talking, I'm talking about but I was like 17 years old at the time. So I wasn't, like really no drinker or nothing like that cuz I ain't really started drinking and smoking until I was like 18 years old. And and we was playing spades and I beat her and after the game was over, she just jumped up and she wanted to fight. And I ain't gonna lie, she had beat me up. I ain't gonna lie, she had beat me up. She had beat me up. I ain't gonna lie. And I felt played, so I went and told Alex that she had beat me up. So Alex, Alex the Capricorn, Capricorns don't like to live shit down. So Alex was like, "We going to that bitch house. You gonna go to that bitch house?" So baby, we loaded up the car. We got in the car. We rode across town to her house. Alex gave me a can of mace. Ooh, bitch! I went in the house with that can of mace, bitch. I sprayed her in the eyes by the kitchen sink. Bitch, I sprayed her in her motherfucking eyes by the kitchen sink. Bitch, she was, her eyes were burning. And bitch, I ran out that house, bitch. I maced the fuck out. I maced the fuck out of. She had her back door open too. I walked in through the back door and maced the fuck out of her in that motherfucking house. Then I remember one time. It was her name was Jada. She was big. Jada was big, like Jada was big and solid. And Jada was like, and Jada wanted to fight me. And you know why they wanted to fight me. You know why? When I was little, I didn't have all of this and I didn't have the hips, but I always had ass. I was little. I wasn't big. I was little cause maybe around that time I was probably like, I was still the same height, maybe 5'7". I was real thin, but I always had ass and a pie face. So I'm walking and Jada just wanted to fight me, you know. And I was scared to fight her because she was she was way bigger than me. And like, I was like, I was tiny and I know, they say, I'm born male, she born female. I'm not supposed to be scared. Shit, bitch, I was scared. So, but I was gonna fight her though, because Alex was there. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and fight her. I'm not gonna be scared, I'm gonna fight her. So, the niggas was like, all of the dudes that was standing around, because they was messy, they was like, man, you a fucking dude. You a fucking dude. You put your hands on her. You put your hands on her, we gonna kick your ass. We gonna beat your ass, nigga. We ain't finna stand here and let no man put his hands on no fucking woman. Now, mind you, she threatening me. She wanna fight me. So they wanted me to just let her beat me up. Like, I was just supposed to just get my ass whooped. Cause she didn't like me. And she wanted to fight me. So I was just supposed to let her beat my ass. Because if I wouldn't have let her beat my ass, the dudes was going to jump in and they all was going to beat me together. Mind you, I weighed maybe 140, 150 pounds, 150 pounds soaking wet, 5'8", and y'all about to beat me up? Y'all about to all jump me? So Miss Alex was sitting on the hood of the car. Miss Alex was sitting on the hood of the car like this. And Miss Alex always had slippers on. And Miss Alex had a gun in her car. She had a 357. And I always knew when Alex had my back because it was one thing she'll do. Because she don't fight with her shoes on. She fight barefooted. So she was sitting on the car and I heard this. See, when I heard them shoes hit that motherfucking ground, I said, Bitch, I started swinging on that hoe as soon as them shoes hit that ground. I started, I started swinging on that hoe as soon as them shoes hit that ground. Cause I knew she had my back. When them shoes did this. When I heard them shoes do this. Bitch, I started windmilling on that hoe. Bitch, I said I ain't gotta fight by myself. Shit, I was scared though. But when I heard them shoes hit that ground, bitch, I knew there was a God. When I heard them shoes hit that ground, I knew there was a God. I knew there was a God. Not the sneak attack, right? Baby, I went to windmilling. Baby, I went to windmilling. Oh, yes, I did. I felt like this was a good talk. I feel like, and I don't feel like I got really messy. Did I get messy? Did I drag? Did I drag hard? Was I balanced in my conversation? Was I balanced? I wasn't too messy, was I? I wasn't too messy, was I tonight? Y'all let me know before I get ready to get my candles out. I wasn't too messy. Moderators, how did I do, moderators? Did I keep it cute? Was I respectful? Did I speak lovingly? Did I use balance? I want y'all to keep it gutter with me and let me know. Look, Fly God is falling out laughing. I know that was a funny story, huh? Bitch, as soon as them shoes hit that ground, as soon as them shoes hit that ground, which I took out. Thank y'all for coming on and clicking that like button. I hope you like the page. I hope some new people subscribe tonight. I hope some people subscribe tonight. I see Hank D. Virus got timed out. Yeah. You got timed out, baby. You got timed out. It must have been some whackness. I'm so glad you made it on tonight, Aaron. I'm so glad you made it on tonight. Wait, hold on. Yeah, my apologies. No, sweetheart, that's not. My biological cousin was calling. Was not a trick. I'm almost 50 years old, baby. I don't put down turn tricks. And if I was in a situation where I needed to, like if I needed to, but thank you, God, Goddess, that has not been a need for me. I have a lot of family who love me, a lot of family who support me. Just like I have a lot of people around me who love me and look out for me. So, no, I'm not in this space of a trick calling. I have been there. I have been there. Me too, love listening to you. Okay, good. Yeah, I want to make sure that I was being fair and balanced. Fair and balanced in my commentary. I did want to speak on it. I want to talk about other things, like though. I want us to come up with some topics to talk about that maybe pertain to elitism, that pertain to classism. Maybe we could talk about maybe we could talk about Zora Neale Hurston. Maybe we could do a video talking about Zora Neale Hurston. Um, I do want to touch on 19 Keys. I do want to discuss some of his content. Um, yes, you did, Ma. I did good. Right. And and I mean, I guess it's because she's from Germany, so it's probably different culturally. It's probably different culturally. So we're gonna exercise some grace, but it was much. Ooh, wee. You be with the smoke, don't you? 100% pure love. I feel 19 Keys is not who he says he is. Woo! 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 I had to take me a sip of water so I keep my mouth shut because I ain't about to put my mouth on that in this video. But that's interesting that you said that. That's interesting that you said that. Because something in my soul ain't right. I can't sleep at night, wondering when the change is gone. It's giving me very much. I don't know. I don't know about that 19 keys. You said it ain't 19 keys. You said it's 19 keys of cocaine. Oh my. You said it's not 19 keys. It's 19 keys of cocaine. Oh my. Cause baby, I don't know. Like I always have to side eye when profits rise up, but they're still in this tone like a lot of these prophets, they use the feminine energy, they honor it, they give it credit, but it's to keep it in its place. And this is the thing. Back to Armand for just a second. One thing I love about Armand, like you said 100% on pure love. Light know a light when it see one. See what Armand understood was, see this one right here. This ain't no leaf. This ain't no branch. This ain't no tree limb. This is a root. This one right here, this one rooted. This one not gonna be swayed by anything that come. Like a lot of people say, I change like the wind, but at my base I'm rooted. I change my mind about my plans and what I'm gonna do. Yes, I do. I will change my mind. I'll be saying I'm gonna go here, and then 2 months later I'll be ready to go there. But bitch, I'm like a Black Mary Poppins. I go where I feel like I'm needed. I go where I feel needed. I go where my spirit calls me when the season comes. That's what I do. I go where the spirit call me. But I'm always rooted. I stay rooted. I'm rooted in the deep. Whether it's the deep ground or the deep of the ocean, I'm rooted. I ain't no leaf. I ain't no branch. I'm a root. And that's why I remain underground. That's why it ain't thousands of people on this live. Because everybody can't see the roots. Let me show you something. Come back here. What did I do with that? Got to find me a lighter. Okay. I want to show this tree right here. Who is 19 Keys? Google 19 Keys, sister. Cause 19 Keys is like one of these new age prophets. He's a very handsome black man. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see if I could get this to stand. Hold on. There's enough traction. So this picture here. Now, when I painted this, it was more so a quick painting, but I've always drawn pictures or drew pictures, and when I drew them with I never thought about the roots. And when I got a certain age, I think I was like 46 years old when I did this, I thought about the roots. And like, that's literally like I've started to think about the roots. Like even in this tree over here. Okay. Like in that tree. Now, when you get into this piece right here, you see a city. Wait, hold on. You see a city. Now, in the city, the men, because that represents the blue energy, represents the men. Okay, so when you see the blue snake-like people, that represents men. And it's men who have become a slave to the matrix. And the pink inside of the windows of the buildings is them using feminine energy. So everything is being powered by feminine energy, but these men are slaves to a matrix that they have created. So you see the chains, you see the gray chains on the beings' hands, they're chained to the ground. And underneath them, you see the skull and the bones. So it's death and decay. All its breeding and all its cultivating is death and decay because they are using feminine energy to power the matrix and they're a slave to the matrix. So and it's death and decay over here. But then over here, you see abundance. You see the green, you see the fertility because the beings are whole. You see the tree and you see the masculine and the feminine together and you see the light of creativity behind it. You see the sun shining over here. It's a sun shining. You see the light of creativity. You see beings that's whole, like you see the whole beings. You see the pink and the blue, like that's the whole. And you see the river flowing with abundance, and you see the roots under the ground going down underground, and everything just look healthier and more vibrant over here, and everything over here just look like it's drained, and it just look like it's just drained. And so this is the work. This is the work. I see this every day, and when I see it, I'm literally reminded, of the two worlds that exist. The masculine being a slave to the matrix. Thank you so much. Beautiful paintings. Love the pics. Amazing work. Thank you. And And I'm gonna explain some of them, some of the other ones on another day. But I wanted to explain that one now, because like I really have like started talking about the roots, like just really, really, really just focusing on the roots and understanding that, a lot of these stars, they wouldn't be where they are, they wouldn't be who they are if it wasn't people holding them up that you don't see. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this work is about. It's about honoring the forces and the energies and the beings. It's about honoring them worker bees. You know what I'm saying? Like worker bees deserve to be celebrated too. I used to get mad at people for being a worker bee, but let me tell you something. I ain't mad at you for being a worker bee. I'm mad at you for not being celebrated as a worker bee. I'm mad at you for allowing people to treat you like a worker bee and not honoring you for what you invest and what you sow and not celebrating you enough. I think that's what pissed me off. And that's why I be saying, you a sheep, you a worker bee. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like worker bees need to speak up. Worker bees need to be like, hey, we made you. Like we lifted you up. We got you where you at. Instead of just dick riding and click riding. Call, if you can't call, if they done got so big the way you can't call them out, why are you continuing to lift them up? Don't forget your roots, baby. Whenever whoever you lifting up, whenever they forget their roots, whenever they forget that network that's going on underground that allows them to stand, that network that's going on underground that allows them to stand, that network that you don't see that allows them to stand strong in the face of a storm. Don't forget about your roots, baby. I don't give a fuck if your roots is the hood, the projects, slavery, all of it. Don't forget about your roots, baby. Send the pig and the second pig to the world. Be in alignment. Two pigs. So much harmony. Right. Ain't that you got that? Yeah. 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 It's how you can be in the world but not necessarily of the world. And this is the world that awaits for you because they say you can choose heaven or hell. And I definitely believe that's true. That's why when Christians be telling me, oh, you going to hell, you going to hell. When I believed, when I believed in what y'all was saying, I was already in hell. When I believed that I was an abomination, when I believed that God didn't that all of those things that they told me about queer people and trans people, when I believed that shit, I tortured myself. I smoked crack. I fucked all type of niggas. Let niggas use me. I was a fucking jump off. I went in and out of jail. I was getting used and abused, going in and out of jail, doing hard drugs, letting niggas run through me, disrespecting myself constantly because I believed that that's what I deserved, because I believed the lies that they told me. I believed that I didn't deserve to live. I believed that I was nothing. I believed I deserved to suffer. And so I created my own hell. That's why when motherfuckers say you going to hell, I say, bitch, I already been. Bitch, I've been there. And I'm not going back. I let you bitches put me in hell. But then I realized that y'all don't have no hell to put me in. The only person that can put me in hell is me. Believing the bullshit that you said about me. Absorbing that. Bitch, you're not red unless you feel red. How you gonna read me and I don't feel red? There's a difference between reading and thinking that you read. Period. I like how you showing the showing the first pig, the world we live in now, and how the divine feminine is repressed and controlled. Right, right. Okay, you got that. You got that. You got that. And that's why they've been doing so many abortions on that energy. The second pig, the world to be in alignment. Right, right. Yes, sis. As you feel, so shall you see, condemning yourself. That's absolutely correct. Like you create your own reality. How you think about yourself, your self-image, how you treat yourself, how you view yourself, it will control how you navigate society, what spaces you put yourself in, your self-esteem, your self-worth. I put myself in so many messed up situations when I believed the lies that they told me about me. I created a hell for myself, and when I tell you, it was horrible. I remember one time I went to jail, and I was always, like when I went to jail, most of the times I went to jail, I was celebrated. But one time I went to jail, I was strung out. And I went to jail on purpose because I was trying to get clean. Well, there was times where I went to jail on purpose because I was trying to get clean, but this time I went to jail. I was skinny, 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 skinny. I mean skinny, 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 skinny. And and when I got there, I never forget. Oreo said, because they had been bragging about me, because I always, I was one of the girls with this crooked teeth. And so when I got there, they was yeah, cause Sassy coming, that's what they called me, Sassy. Sassy coming. They used to call me Africa in jail too. Some of the boys would call me Africa. But they'll say Sassy coming, Sassy this, Sassy that, Sassy coming, Sassy coming. Yeah, Sassy look like this and Sassy that. So when I got there, the boy who was the tier rep, he was like, man, this ain't nothing but a fucking crackhead. Man, you're sassy. Y'all made it look like she was this, and that. Man, this ain't nothing but a fucking crackhead. I knew I was at my lowest level. Cause I had never had nobody to say nothing like that. Like motherfucker said, man, this ain't nothing but a crackhead. So so Martin Luther King birthday came while I was in there. Baby, I was in my cell that night. I was still Christian then. The ancestors had laid it on my heart to pray, and I started praying, and my voice carried down the hall. And as I was praying, I was getting louder and louder. And after I finished praying, I felt I was nervous because we don't get to take up space like that. You know, I'm in jail, you gotta know your place. In jail, I'm the hoe. And the hoe not supposed to be talking over everybody. The hoe need to know their place. So in jail, if you the hoe need to know their place. So I prayed, and when I was praying, my voice carried all over the dorm. So the next day, I'm nervous that somebody gon' say some shit about, did nobody want to hear them faggot prayers? Don't nobody who fuck made you think, like I done had people come in the comment section saying, you ain't Jesus, you need to get some help, you need to get yourself together. So I was preparing myself for someone to get me together for praying that night and praying so loudly. When I walked into the day room and I sat on the table with my head on a swivel so I could pay attention and look around to see if anybody was going, go off on me for asserting myself, because that was almost like, doing something that only the men should be allowed to do, like, like to pray over everybody. And I wasn't trying to pray over everybody. I was just praying for myself, but I got so excited that the prayer got loud. So I'm sitting on the table with my head on a swivel, waiting to see what the wall gonna look like, Monte Mon. And it's a line forming. They're standing in line to come and tell me thank you for praying for them, because they hadn't had nobody pray for them in forever. And mind you, this is the queer floor. This is where they put the gay people at. This is where they put the trans people. This is where they put the men that like the trans people. They were standing in line to come and thank me. But in my mind, I was scared. And I think that's when, like, the ancestors would do little things all the time to let me know that I was worthy and that I wasn't what the lies people was telling me. I tell my daughter this now. I say, stop chasing ghosts, because you fall into the negative spells that other people are trying to cast over you, because they're threatened by you, or they're intimidated, or they're fearful of you, or they're threatened by you. And so they're trying to cast spells over you, and they're trying to get your energy. They're trying to be a succubus and suck your energy. Stop chasing ghosts. That's a ghost, baby. Stop chasing ghosts. That holds no power, it has no weight. That's an empty curse that's going to fall flat at your feet. The bitch who casting it don't have enough power. Stop chasing ghosts. And I tell myself that. I tell myself that. Stop chasing ghosts. That's not real. That's a distraction. Somebody's trying to knock you off course. You know what your assignment is. And every now and then I'll take a little moment to entertain the shenanigans. But then we're gonna get back to work. But anyway, we have done a almost 2 hour and 30 minute live. I do not want to have my moderators on here all night, and I try not to eat too late. I know it's late now, but I want a snack. I'm gonna have to do me some exercise or something, because I'm feeling snackish. I'm feeling snackish. So I'm gonna have to do me some crunches or something, because the bitch is feeling peckish. I could chew on something. I want to get me a little snack before bed. It's not real. It's a ghost. Thank you, Inc. 2020. Yeah, we gotta stop entertaining ghosts all the time. Like, some of that, it's a lot of it is not real. I can listen to you talk all night. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I hope you subscribed, and I hope y'all click like. I love and appreciate you, sis. I love you. I love your openness and your transparency. And let me tell you something. It takes a while to get to this level of vulnerability.
I like to think that that's one of my superpowers is being able to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is not an easy gift. Creating a because but what vulnerability does is vulnerability creates it helps you to create a safe space for other people to feel comfortable with being vulnerable. And once you can have people in a space where they're comfortable to take their mask off, then that's when you can begin to collectively heal, and that's when you can form a force that can really shift some things. Because when they like it says in the word, and I agree with this, when two or more are gathered, the divine is in the midst. I'm not going to say he is in the midst. I'm not going to say she is in the midst. I am going to say the divine is in the midst. And so we are gathered here, 17 of us on this live right now, and well, 14 now. The numbers is jumping, but it's enough of us on this live that the divine is definitely in the midst. And so, when we water each other and encourage each other, then that work continues. And we have to understand and we have to know who we are. So, like, creating a safe space for people to be able to be vulnerable and for people to feel comfortable at sharing at a different level and a different capacity, that's my thing. I want to laugh. I want to be messy. I want to kiki, but I also want to grow. I also want to be honest. I also want to be transparent. I also want to know that I could lay my truth before you and that you could be mature enough to handle it. And see, everybody got their little things that they call people. I think what I want to call the people who really support this platform and who are really here. This is something that I've been saying. It's not new. You've probably heard it before. But you know how people be saying my love bugs, and people be saying Beyonce got the beehive, and Tasha K got the winos, and T.S. Madison got Maddie Mob. I want it to be the purple ones. And what a purple one is a being that is knowing, a being that is sovereign, a being that is autonomous. I want my tribe to be beings who are autonomous, beings who are sovereign, people, beings who are whole, people, beings who know themselves, and people who have done their self reflection. And so that's why I always use purple hearts. So like it's like that's what I want to call my tribe. Like that's what Lay Lim Lay Lur is a part of, but it does sound right to say Lay Lim Lay Lur ones. So I want to say purple ones, and so like that's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna be like, hey, my purple ones, like because we are purple ones, like we are whole, we are knowing, we are sovereign, we are autonomous, and we're not gonna represent each other by being in people's comment section saying petty stuff, saying foolishness, like just coming out the side of our neck attacking people. But if some stuff don't make sense or it don't sound right, we're not going to be afraid to challenge it and to offer some pushback in a graceful, tactful, assertive, mindful, thoughtful way. Because we are whole ones, because we are purple ones. But we will eat a greasy pork chop. A greasy pork chop with DB. Come on, purple hearts. We will eat a greasy pork chop when need be. We will eat a greasy pork chop when need be. One day you will hear my story, but I'm at the plantation. When we up on the plantation, we got to keep it cute. We got to keep it cute up on the plantation. So tonight, and this is so perfect that y'all doing all of the purple hearts. My favorite amount of purple hearts is 5, because 5 is more feminine than masculine, and 5 represents the 5 elements and spirit or heart, which activates the elements. So you know how when you watch Scooby Dooby Doo, it's 5 beings. And when you watch Captain Planet, it was the four elements, and the fifth element was heart. And then when you watch the actual fifth element, it's these five. So there's a lot of movies that have like these five entities, and so like five is very powerful. And what I love about five is they said it was 13 tribes, but they said one tribe is not thought of, and they say one tribe is being suppressed, and that's the 14th tribe. And four plus one is five, and so you get five again. And so the 14th tribe, I like to say that the purple ones is the missing tribe. We're the 14th tribe. And that's that number five. That's them five hearts. It's a method to the madness. So whenever you see my five hearts, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the 14th tribe. I'm talking about the tribe that was suppressed. You know, the tribe that they don't talk about. So that's what I'm talking about. Come on, baby. Five, really? That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, so I love my five hearts because that's the symbolism behind, but that's the symbolism behind it. So we have a candle lit. It's a purple one. Yes, yes, yes. We have a candle lit. It's a purple one. The purple candle represents knowingness, autonomy, and sovereignty. This is going to be symbolic of three flames tonight. Well, I mean, since the candles are right here, let me go ahead. Y'all really, like, y'all just silly. So we're going to do all three of them. Here we go. We may as well light all three of them. So this is the black candle is symbolic of protection. The white candle, this is a white candle, so this is really symbolic of protection as well. So we have sovereignty, we have protection, we have one candle represents the past, one candle represents the present, and the other candle represents the future. These are the Trinity, past, present, and future. As I blow out these candles on the physical plane, they grow with intensity on the spiritual plane, preparing us for times that are now. A man, a woman, Laylim, Layler. Down Banananda Raseku, it keeps spinning and turning Iangani, Iyanko, Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God Goddess. And if I am, you know you are. Before I get ready to say my final closing for this, I want to give a special thanks to my amazing moderators, 100% Pure Love, and Hey Faith for the amazing job that you have done tonight, helping me to do this. You know, I was able to stay on here a long time because I did not have to see any comments that would have been harmful to my psyche while I was being vulnerable and sharing. And so I want to really, really just honor you and celebrate you for doing such an amazing job at protecting my energy while I was doing this work tonight. And it just really helped me to be able to be vulnerable and just to be able to share at a level in which I'm not often able to share. So thank you so much for your work. Thank you for all of the new people who have subscribed tonight and joined the purple ones. Thank you for all of the purple hearts. Thank you for everybody who has shared beautiful and thoughtful comments. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the ones who have not come onto the video and will leave videos under the video after it stops. Thank you to everyone who thumbs up the video, who liked the video. I appreciate you all so much. I am humbled. I am grateful. And with that being said, bound and round, both circle and square, we too speak life. Operations beware, sending healing to those in despair. El Babosawa, we come in peace, no harm to any. Laylim, Layler. Yeah, I'm a vegan sometimes. I eat meat sometimes too. So I'm like a vegavore. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a good night. Mwah.